Is it extraterrestrial in origin or something else entirely? We just don't know.
All right, it's time to buckle up and put on your tinfoil hats. Take a look at these clips. Could NASA be hiding something? How can we be so sure they haven't discovered anything from another world yet? Today, we're diving deep into space to find out. Here are the 20 most compelling pieces of evidence for alien existence. Let's get started. Number 20. Radiation-proof microbes on Mars. In 2002, Russian astrobiologists made a claim that the resilient microbe Deinococcus radiodurans evolved on Mars. That sounds like a dinosaur name, but this microorganism has the remarkable ability to survive radiation doses thousands of times higher than what would be lethal to a human. The Russian researchers conducted an experiment where they exposed a population of Deinococcus to a lethal amount of radiation, eradicating 99.9% of the bacteria. They then allowed the survivors to repopulate before repeating the cycle. After 44 rounds, it took 50 times the original dose of radiation to eliminate the bacteria. Based on their calculations, the scientists concluded that it would take thousands of such cycles for a common microbe like E. coli to develop the same level of resilience as Deinococcus. They argued that given Earth's history of 3.8 billion years, it hasn't had enough time for such resistance to evolve. The researchers further suggested that the ancestors of Deinococcus were potentially ejected from Mars by an asteroid impact and arrived on Earth via meteorites. They reasoned that Mars' surface, lacking a dense atmosphere, is bombarded with radiation at a rate that would deliver a similar dose to the bugs in just a few 100,000 years. Of course, it's important to note that some experts remain skeptical of these claims, questioning the possibility of interplanetary microbial transfer and the validity of the experimental results. And as always, the scientists are debating until this claim can be disproven or not. Number 19. Mysterious spiral appears in Hawaii. And if beach sightings weren't enough, we have this ominous sight over Hawaii. The mysterious flying spiral witnessed above Hawaii in January 2023 was allegedly caused by a SpaceX launch. Surprisingly, the unusual spiral pattern in the sky caught the attention of many observers, and of course, everyone who saw it was bewildered. The phenomenon was captured on video and shared on social media, leading to widespread curiosity and theories about its cause. However, after investigating the event, experts concluded that it was most likely a result of a SpaceX rocket launch. A bit of a stretch on how that pleb with Daddy's emerald mine could have caused this, but no one knows exactly why either. It's either just to really stretch out the bootlicking, or people have no other explanation. Yeah, I'd say both. No aliens or properly functioning human brains here either. Number 18. The Drake equation. Time for a little pop quiz. If videos and space rocks won't prove the existence of extraterrestrial life, then maybe this equation will. The Drake equation, formulated by astronomer Frank Drake in 1961, continues to intrigue and guide discussions on the existence of extraterrestrial civilizations. Drake himself uses this complicated equation, which currently suggests a production rate of one new transmitting society per year and an average lifetime of 10,000 years. Since the formulation of the Drake equation in 1961, little progress has been made in determining accurate values for its terms. However, advancements in exoplanet discoveries have provided estimates for factors such as the fraction of stars with planetary systems and the average number of planets per solar system suitable for complex life. Though the Drake equation cannot be solved or precisely calculated, it remains a valuable tool for discussions about extraterrestrial life and intelligence. I mean, if all else fails to explore the possibility of alien signals and the existence of life beyond Earth, why not turn to the raw science of probability, right? Number 17. Mysterious lights in Vegas. I don't think the streak of mysterious lights is done. In fact, we have another one going off in Vegas. In a recent incident, a viewer captured video footage of mysterious lights hovering in the night sky over the Las Vegas Valley. The event occurred on a Thursday night, sparking speculation and curiosity among residents. The cause of these lights is often attributed to various factors, including UFO sightings or military training exercises. Residents have observed similar illuminations in the past, which have been traced back to parachute flares and aviation training activities. It's probable that nearby bases, Nellis Air Force Base and Creech Air Force Base, both of which are nearby, take part in such missions. When questioned about the precise event shown in the video, the Air Force did not immediately respond, or more like they may be trying to hide something. The footage was shared by a viewer named Bill, who resides in the Southeast Valley near West Horizon Parkway and Stephanie Street. Bill noticed the lights while in his backyard and started recording. He believed the lights were located above the Las Vegas Strip and the old downtown area. According to Bill, the size and brightness of the lights exceeded what he had previously observed from tourist helicopters flying over the Strip. Toward the end of the video, Bill speculated that one of the lights resembled a plane approaching the Harry Reid International Airport for landing. Maybe these are either aliens, the military, or a teaser for another upcoming alien stock event. Number 16. The WOW signal. As the next chapter on this list, we've got the infamous WOW signal. No, that's no exaggeration. That's really what it's called. The WOW signal is a notable event in the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, SETI. It refers to a strong, narrowband radio signal detected on August 15, 1977, by astronomer Jerry R. Emin at Ohio State University's Big Ear Radio Telescope. The signal lasted for 72 seconds and appeared to originate from the direction of the constellation Sagittarius. The signal's name, WOW, was given by Emin himself after he circled the printout of the data and wrote, "WOW," next to it. It received attention due to its unusual characteristics and its potential as a possible communication from an extraterrestrial civilization. The signal's frequency of 1420.356 MHz was close to the hydrogen line, which is considered a potential frequency for communication by intelligent beings. Furthermore, the signal had a narrow bandwidth and exhibited strong intensity, indicating a potential artificial origin. Despite extensive efforts to detect a repeat of the signal, none have been found. Today, the WOW signal remains an unsolved mystery and continues to echo in extraterrestrial speculation and culture. Maybe in a few years we might finally get a solid answer back from anyone out there. But for now, this is all we have, even though it's insanely bare bones. Number 15. The Viking Mars lander. And we have blast off for our first mission to prove alien life. Gilbert Levin, a former NASA engineer, claims that the Viking lander missions in the 1970s found evidence of life on Mars. The Viking landers were spacecraft sent to Mars to study the planet's surface and search for signs of life. According to Levin, the Viking landers conducted experiments to test for the presence of microbial life in the Martian soil. One of these experiments, called the Labeled Release (LR) experiment, showed positive results, indicating that there is a possibility of life. The LR experiment involved adding a nutrient solution to a sample of Martian soil and measuring the release of gases, which would indicate the presence of microorganisms. Levin argues that the positive results from the LR experiment were dismissed by NASA at the time due to the lack of corroborating evidence from other instruments on board the lander. However, he believes that the data from the LR experiment was strong enough to support the conclusion that life exists on Mars. That can only mean one thing: either NASA is incompetent or they totally want to keep this on the hush-hush. Either way, this could have started a gateway to many more biological discoveries, but I guess NASA couldn't handle it. Number 14. Pentagon declassifies 3 UFO videos. In the spirit of UFO videos, the U.S. Pentagon gets into the fray and declassifies 3 UFO videos that U.S. pilots themselves took. That's quite the unexpected turn. The specifically declassified Pentagon UFO videos, commonly referred to as FLIR 1, Gimbal, and Go Fast videos, are 3 pieces of verified unclassified video that were made public by the U.S. Department of Defense, DoD. They featured unexplained aerial phenomena, or UAP. Significant public interest and speculative activity regarding the possibility of extraterrestrial life have been inspired by these videos. The forward-looking infrared camera on a U.S. Navy F/A-18 Super Hornet fighter plane captured the first video, FLIR 1, in November 2004. It shows an oblong-shaped object with no visible wings or exhaust, exhibiting advanced maneuvering capabilities. The second video, Gimbal, captured by another Navy aircraft in January 2015, features an object with a rotating motion, maintaining a stable orientation despite the movement of the aircraft. The third video, Go Fast, recorded in 2015, displays a small, fast-moving object tracked by the aircraft's infrared system. These videos were initially leaked to the public in 2017 and later officially acknowledged and released by the DoD in 2020. The U.S. government formed the Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Task Force to look into such encounters in response to the release of these videos, which sparked increased interest in the study of UAPs. The recordings have sparked a lot of reactions, criticisms, and, of course, debates over the capabilities and nature of these unexplained aerial phenomena. Even though they don't offer proof of extraterrestrial origin, does this mean the military is acknowledging their existence, or are they still beating around the bush? Number 13. Europa's red bacteria. Now, Jupiter being the biggest planet in the solar system means it has a big gravitational pull, which in turn also means that it has a plethora of moons. One of these moons is known as Europa, and there's something weird going on there. There may be a reason for the reddish-brown or even burnt umber appearance of Europa, and it's not just because of Jupiter. Europa is one of Jupiter's largest moons and is famed for having an ocean under its icy surface. On the icy surface of the moon, reddish-brown streaks and blotches have long attracted the attention of scientists. To investigate this phenomenon, researchers conducted laboratory experiments to simulate the conditions on Europa. The experiments involved exposing samples of ice to radiation, mimicking the intense radiation environment on Europa's surface. the scientists discovered that when the ice was combined with organic substances, such as those present in meteorites, it took on a crimson hue like the coloration seen on Europa. As a result, the researchers hypothesized that the frozen crust of Europa might contain bacteria-like creatures, which would explain its crimson hue. These organisms, similar to bacteria found on Earth, might produce pigments that tint the ice. The findings from this study have implications for the potential habitability of Europa. If this reddish coloration is indeed caused by microbial life, it suggests that Europa's subsurface ocean could be conducive to supporting life forms. This discovery sparked further interest in future missions to Europa to search for signs of life and explore the moon's potential habitability. And of course, it has garnered critics and naysayers alike. If they go on an exploratory mission there, it could take quite some time to get results, considering Jupiter and Europa are so far away. Nonetheless, adventure beckons. Number 12. Chemical hints of life found in Venus. Did scientists just find more hints of life among the clouds of Venus, or are they huffing that mad copium? There were microbes on Mars, but who's to say there aren't any on Venus? There's a study conducted by researchers from the University of Wisconsin-Madison that suggests certain conditions in the cloud deck of Venus could support microbial life. The researchers proposed that microorganisms might be drifting within the temperate, habitable zone of the Venusian atmosphere, where conditions are more favorable compared to the harsh surface of the planet. Venus has, without a doubt, a unique environment, including high temperatures and sulfuric acid clouds. Despite these extreme conditions, the researchers argue that certain microbes might have evolved mechanisms to withstand and even thrive in this harsh environment. The research draws on previous research and observations of Venus, including data from missions like the Soviet Union's Venera spacecraft and NASA's Pioneer Venus project. Looks like we need more Venus exploratory missions to really find out. Who knows what could be out there? Number 11. UFO spotted near airbase. Now, this next entry is really SUS. Not only did someone spot a wild UFO, but it was also spotted near an airbase. Is this the sequel to the Avracar? A teenager named Lucas Butel has reported capturing footage of a potential UFO near an RAF base in High Wycombe, Buckinghamshire. The video shows a white mass in the sky exhibiting unusual movements and leaving wispy trails behind it. High Wycombe is known for housing Headquarters Air Command, which was previously involved in investigating UFO sightings. According to Lucas, he initially saw an incredibly bright light falling from the sky, resembling a meteor. However, the object's motion halted briefly and then reversed, leaving Lucas to suggest that meteors don't do that. Although he missed recording the first sighting, he managed to capture the subsequent appearance of the UFO using his phone, describing the object as an electrical cloud moving in alternating directions. Lucas observed what appeared to be red sparks or electricity emanating from it. At one point, it seemed to lose power and descend before its engines started again. Lucas also claimed that he witnessed the UFO splitting into two separate bodies of light. He expressed his belief that the phenomenon was either ball lightning, military testing, or possibly extraterrestrial in nature. Man, if it were aliens, then their rides are really pimped out. Number 10. Martian methane hints at life. No wait, scratch that. Guess we're going back to Mars instead. Recently, scientists discovered plumes of methane in the Martian atmosphere, providing more evidence of the possible existence of microbial life on Mars. The presence of methane suggests either water reacting with hot rock below the surface or living microorganisms producing the gas. The scientists emphasized that the methane is unlikely to have been brought to Mars by a comet. During a NASA news briefing, Indiana University scientist Lisa Pratt highlighted the significance of this discovery in terms of the potential for life on Mars. The researchers suggested that if methane is indeed produced by microbes, they likely reside below the frigid Martian surface at depths where liquid water can exist. The observations, made using telescopes in Hawaii, did not directly detect life but provided compelling indications of its possibility. The scientists found substantial methane plumes in Mars' northern atmosphere in 2003, representing the first definitive detection of methane on the red planet. Michael Mumma of NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center revealed that there were 3 regions on Mars slowly releasing a significant amount of methane, all of which showed signs of ancient ground ice or flowing water. This discovery is certainly a step in the right direction, because methane leads to ice means water, and water gives life. Looks like we're nearly close to finding new life. Number 9. The Houston Light Show. Houston, we have a problem, and it might just involve aliens. Now, let's delve into the sightings of unusual lights in the sky over Houston, Texas. Seems like there's something fishy going on over there. According to witnesses, multiple flashing lights appeared in the night sky over Houston. Several videos were shared on social media showing the lights blinking in various patterns. The sightings occurred on the evening of June 24, 2020. Residents were left puzzled and intrigued by the spectacle. Speculations and theories about the origin of the lights ranged from extraterrestrial activity to military exercises or drones. However, no official explanation was provided at the time. No explanation, no official claims, so what are we left with? That's right, UFO speculations. Who knows, either they were flying saucers causing those crop circles again, or they're just Chinese drones giving out a light show. You be the judge in the comments. Number 8. UFO spotted above Glasgow. We're this close to discovering microscopic life on Mars, then this guy shows up in a flying saucer in Glasgow, Scotland. A couple claims to have spotted a strange unidentified flying object, UFO, floating across the sky, raising questions and capturing public attention. Lindsay Curry reported that her boyfriend filmed the mysterious object above their flat in the Maryhill area of the city. The video footage shows an object moving from the northwest to the southwest of Glasgow's skyline, but its exact shape remains unknown, adding to the mystery. This isn't the only sighting in recent months. In Chicago, Illinois, a woman named Ayana captured footage of a mysterious black object hanging in the sky. The object had a unique wishbone shape, with both ends resembling spheres. Ayana acknowledged her bewilderment and sensation of being creeped out by the peculiar sight, and I mean, who could blame her? It was a freaking UFO. Finding an explanation for these encounters has produced more questions than solutions. Although the video was shared with UFO enthusiasts online, no conclusive conclusions have been made, which is the usual situation at this point. Number 7. Alien washes up on beach. Here's a site, you might want to check your local beach for this one because apparently, in a peculiar discovery on an Australian beach, a man came across a creature that he believes may be of extraterrestrial origin. Alex Tan, an Instagram user, shared a video of the unusual animal, sparking a wave of speculation from viewers. Describing it as resembling a de-haired possum, Tan acknowledged that it differed from anything he had encountered before. Commenters suggested various possibilities, including a dead rat or a kangaroo carcass, while one user even proposed it might be a miniature chupacabra. Tan jokingly concluded the video by referring to it as an extraterrestrial, which everyone went wild for. This incident is not the first time an unusual creature has been found washed up on a beach or floating in the water. In December of the previous year, a man in California discovered a mutilated shark alien fish that appeared to be bitten in half but turned out to be a sunfish, known for their bullet-like shape. Another rare find occurred a month earlier when a Pacific football fish, a fearsome deep-sea monster, was stumbled upon on a San Diego beach. Of course, people assumed it was either an alien or a cryptid, but the rest of us say, yeah, this is just the rotting husk of something that bit the dust recently. Number 6. UFO flies over Islamabad. And it's not just the Western world witnessing these SUS alien events. In a bizarre incident, residents of Islamabad, Pakistan, were left perplexed when a mysterious object was spotted hovering over the city for over 2 hours. The unidentified object, referred to as a bulging triangle UFO, was filmed by Arslan Warh, a UFO enthusiast, who spent an extended period observing the triangular shape in the sky. Warh, a businessman originally from Birmingham, recorded the UFO from different angles, capturing its stationary position above the bustling city. Despite the footage and extensive observation, he remains uncertain about the nature of the object. He described it as resembling a black round rock with a triangle shape and a distinct bulge on top. Warh ruled out the possibility of it being a commercial drone, noting that he even captured birds in the same frame for comparison. The video, which has gained thousands of views on YouTube, triggered discussions about aliens and UFOs. Some viewers shared their own encounters, drawing parallels with sightings in New York. Additionally, alien hunters claimed that NASA accidentally captured a flying saucer in an image from the Apollo 9 mission, suggesting that the space agency unintentionally shared a picture showing a tiny black triangle among the clouds. Yeah, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if the military knew all along. They were probably the first people to know about it, they just kept it on the down low. Number 5. Radio signal from distant galaxy. And the sightings don't stop there. Well, this one isn't really exciting, but at least it's still a sign from the beyond. In an intriguing astronomical discovery, astronomers have detected a mysterious radio signal orbiting from a distant galaxy. The signal, known as a fast radio burst or FRB, exhibits a distinctive clear periodic pattern. The FRB, named FRB 180916.J0158+65, which is pretty catchy if you ask me, was first detected in 2018 by the Canadian Hydrogen Intensity Mapping Experiment or CHIME radio telescope. But it wasn't until recently that scientists realized the signal was cyclic, with a 16-day cycle of activity followed by a 12-day pause. Scientists are working hard to solve the riddles surrounding these FRBs, but the precise cause is still unknown. Several theories have been proposed, including the collision of compact objects such as neutron stars or the activity of highly magnetized pulsars, or, the little sprinkle of aliens. Number 4. Alan Hills 84001. Not convinced with the aliens yet? Or are you having a blast with the video so far? If you are, consider liking and subscribing. It immensely helps out the channel. Done? Let's get back to it then. The Alan Hills 84001 meteorite is a famous rock specimen found in Antarctica's Alan Hills region in December 1984. This meteorite gained significant attention due to the controversial claim that it contains evidence of ancient Martian life. This meteorite weighs about 1.93 kilograms and is thought to be about 4.4 billion years old, with trace concentrations of magnetite and other minerals. It is primarily made up of orthopyroxene and carbonate minerals. Some experts have suggested that the microscopic structures found in the meteorite analysis could be proof of former microbial life on Mars because they resemble fossilized bacteria. In 1996, researchers from NASA's Johnson Space Center published a paper suggesting that the meteorite contains evidence of primitive life forms. They argued that the carbonate globules found within the rock could have been formed by bacteria-like organisms on Mars. Now, of course, this started a fire of disputes and debates about whether or not there's life on Mars thanks to this funky-looking space rock. And to this day, they are still technically debating about it. Number 3. UFO in Jerusalem. What's perplexing is that these UFOs don't really pick a place or time to spawn in. They just go in at random. Like here in Jerusalem, one of those crazy flying saucers was spotted. In a fascinating turn of events, a glowing orb was captured on video hovering over Jerusalem's dome of the Rock Shrine, leaving UFO experts and viewers puzzled. The circular object descended slowly over the iconic landmark before suddenly flickering and shooting skyward like a rocket. This sighting stands out due to the availability of footage recorded from 4 different perspectives, challenging previous hoaxes. The videos gained significant attention on the internet, with debates about their authenticity and interpretations. Some UFO enthusiasts believe the footage provides evidence of extraterrestrial existence, while others speculate religious connotations. Complicating matters further is the fact that flying over the Dome of the Rock, an ancient Islamic shrine, is forbidden. The recordings were captured at 1 a.m. on Saturday by witnesses at the Armin Hanatsev panoramic lookout near Mount Zion. The craft is seen descending almost to ground level, hovering briefly, and then swiftly ascending at an incredible speed. Former Ministry of Defense UFO investigator Nick Pope expressed amazement at the videos, acknowledging the possibility of advanced technology or a well-coordinated hoax. If it was a hoax, that's gotta be a well-collaborated and constructed hoax, to be honest. Number 2. Alien in Jharkhand roadside. Speaking of finding life, why go all the way to Venus when you could just find it in India? That's right. A video circulating the internet captured what appeared to be a ghostly figure walking along a highway in India. It went viral, sparking rumors of the supernatural. Well, scratch ghostly. It straight up looks like an alien. The footage showed the mysterious figure pausing briefly as scooters passed by before continuing on its path. Now, of course, the internet did what it does best and speculation arose. However, a journalist conducted an investigation and managed to locate the individuals who filmed the video. One of the boys, named Deepak, explained that he and his friend recorded the footage on the evening of April 27th in Achinda, Jharkhand. They had been returning from a funeral when they encountered the woman and became frightened, stopping at a nearby shop. Deepak made it clear that the woman was not a witch but rather a person, and other on-site witnesses corroborated this information as well. Authorities in the area were allegedly investigating the event. Yep, pack it up, boys. Looks like we're gonna Venus after all, 'cause there's no aliens here. Boo! Now it's time for today's topic. Now here is a proper alien image, but there are several obvious reasons why Harvard scientists think this object is an alien spacecraft. I mean, just looking at it screams the word otherworldly to me. It looks like a giant cosmic tadpole, but it's actually more than that. According to leaks from the Harvard scientists who chose to remain anonymous for their safety, this was what they called a seeker, an alien spacecraft wandering the universe for energy. Allegedly, what the seeker was doing in this image is that it was testing the sun to see if it was ready for harvest. Yeah, also according to the same Harvard scientists, the seekers set out finding distant suns to harvest their energy from. Additional details about this ominous craft are that it warps the skies from time to time. The craft itself can sound like thunder cracking about, and once it actually uses its thrust, it sounds like a screaming star. Believe it or not. Number 1. The Fresno alien. If the list hadn't been wicked about alien proof so far, then this next video in question showcases a peculiar phenomenon known as the night crawlers, featuring what appears to be 2 walking pants. The footage has been circulating online for several years and originates from a home security camera in Fresno, California. Recorded at 1 a.m., the video reveals 2 beings walking across the desert. The homeowner discovered the strange sight only upon reviewing the camera footage and decided to share it online, leading to its widespread popularity. Unfortunately, the original video was reportedly destroyed, adding to the mystery surrounding this encounter. What convenient timing! Speculations abound regarding the nature of these entities, with some suggesting extraterrestrial origins. Referred to as the Fresno alien, these cryptic creatures have made 2 appearances in Fresno, both times appearing around 1.2 meters tall. They possess a distinct appearance with no arms and enigmatic heads. The footage quality makes it difficult to discern details such as their attire, which seems white but could be another color entirely. The figures resemble slender stick figures, prompting theories about them being scouts collecting data or animated Native American walking sticks or totems, or, Among Us. Since then, no one was able to identify what incarnation these things were. Buckle up, the shuttle's about to land. Were you amazed by how much alien evidence is out there? Which piece of evidence convinced you the most? Share your thoughts with us in the comments below. Did this video spark your curiosity? Check out more in the suggested links. Thanks for watching, and remember, we're not alone in this universe. The truth is out there,